Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute since I made a post, but we had some exciting stuff happen with the Toyota, so we're going to jump right in. Let me show you what happened. All right guys, so I got rear-ended. All right, coming home from work, lady just wasn't paying attention, and she found the rear end of my Toyota very quickly. It looks a lot worse than it is, but I think we're going to be able to salvage most of this. The good news is, right after this happened, I went to our local junkyard and I found this. Now, it's not exactly what I need. Obviously, it's a JDM style bed. It's a two-wheel drive JDM style bed, but this is good. And yeah, it's got a couple little dents in it, but it's not dented like that one. So my game plan is to basically strip this down along the seam here. Obviously the 4x4's got the flare out right here, but I think if you look at that one, that little bit like right there, I think I can save. So I'll be cutting this thing somewhere in here, pulling what I can out, welding up a seam, putting that in. The rear valance, I don't think I can save the rear valance on that other one, but I've got rear valance here. So we should be able to use this, and we should also be able to use, all of this structure in here, right? So it actually looks like most of this stuff is actually just kind of seam sealed and spot welded. So we actually might be able to take this out fairly easy, hopefully. The good news is too, I did get a headlight housing, which my housing is absolutely trash now. I don't know if I'm going to use this. I may just order some, but either way, I got it just in case. And I also got, a foot or a couple feet of the harness on each side over there. That way, because realistically, back in the day, I cut my harness back when this thing was a rock crawler. Cut the harness, basically hot wired the lights into like trailer lights, and just had like a steel plate across the back, and it was great for rock crawling. But this thing's a streetable daily driver now. So I've got to get the camper shell off, I got to get the bed off, get it flipped over, and see what we're working with. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Also, I still have it on jack stands because my rear park brakes weren't working. And when I jacked the back of this thing up the other day, I noticed that the wheels didn't really want to spin freely. Turns out that my park brake mechanisms were like seized up. So all that's been taken out. Now it moves freely, whereas it did not before. So I probably should go ahead and put that back together, get it on the ground, unbolt it before we do all this other stuff, right? So anyways, let's dive in. All right guys, well, I got the bed loose. As you can see, it's just kind of hanging out there. So gas cap and all that stuff's done. Bolts, wiring, everything's loose. So literally just got to pick it up. My wife and I tried to pick it up, but she's a little too short to help. So we will get this picked up and set over here on these sawhorses. And then we'll start stripping this corner section out of this bed. And then we'll strip the corner section out of this bed and see if we can make everything match up. All right, guys, so I went back to the junkyard and grabbed those seats. These things came out of like a 90-something or 2000 or 80-something Toyota Tercel, or maybe a Corolla. They're in pretty decent shape. They're dirty, obviously, but I'm feeling like the bolt pattern, I might have to bend it a little bit, but I feel like the bolt pattern is going to work perfect. They're the perfect color, reclinable, adjustable headrest and everything. So I'm going to see if these things will pop into the Toyota, the old truck over there, and see if they work. All right, so looks like I think I can bend this tab down a little bit, maybe take the little zip wheel, cut that off. Cut that little pin off right there, tilt this one, bend it a little bit more flat and get it to where it lines up with the hole a little better. I think this will work. I think this is going to work great. And then we've got you know, period correct gray buckets. Also, look at this. This is pretty great. Boom. Works perfect. Yeah, this is a score. These seats are $100. I mean, a little dirty, a little worn out on this side. I might see if I can try to massage that cushion back out or something, but whatever. Gray plastic. Oh, got the little caps. So there's little caps that go on the back here. It covers up the little bolts. Got those. The other thing that I scored while I was up there, because unfortunately that truck is like 2-wheel drive, so there's not a whole lot that I can do with it. You know, my oil cap just says oil. Found this bad boy. Little TEQ logo. Little TEQ. So pretty happy with that. Yeah. All right. Well, still got to finish getting the bed off. Literally just picking it up. Need some help with that, and then get it over there. But I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling stuff out of the interior because the entire truck's gonna be repainted. So we're gonna go ahead and start stripping. All right, so day 2, bed is off. Wheels put back on. I'm also trying to work on a little bit with the running issues. I think my fuel pressure regulator's gone. But either way, I left the key on, so it's charging. That way I can hopefully get this thing fired up, move it around. I'm gonna pressure wash all this. I think I can, pretty sure I can just bend this back out. It's not gotta be perfect. I don't think it bent anything else. You know what I mean? I think it's roughly where it's supposed to be. Yeah, roughly. Ooh, my exhaust hanger's about shot. Okay. Either way, everything's off. Got the harness. I need to probably clean up a little bit. The body blocks need to be removed the rest of the way. And then I've got to get this bed unloaded so that I can start stripping this one down. I think we're just going to try to drill out the little seam spot welds. Try to drill those out because I need to save like this much, and I think I can. I think this can be, I can bend this around and actually probably even save more of it if I need to. But yeah, so that's where we're at. Well, I moved it over here so that I could do some pressure washing. I hit the frame with a wire wheel and then soaked it down with some degreaser and got all this cleaned up. And as you can see, this frame is in like really good condition. Like I said, I've had this truck for 20 plus years. I did have a wild hair at one point, and I cut the rear frame rails off because we were running a bobbed bed back when we used to rock crawl this thing, and I just extended it with some C-channel. Probably would not trust this hitch to carry more than a couple 100 pounds, but whatever, maybe I'll weld it up better while it's off. But yeah, so got all this cleaned up. I've got to get a new pressure washer hose, busted everywhere just to the cold weather, and then we'll give this thing a really good pressure washing, get some of this flaky. This is all just undercoating from where I've kept it coated, but I want to hit it with the wire wheel, recoat the entire thing since it's off, because you know, I'm sure you guys that my Toyota people will know the frame, the back half of the frame is the most notorious for rusting out. So I want to keep that from happening. All right, so pressure washer hose, finish pressure washing, hit it with some undercoating, and then I guess I'm going to go ahead and start stripping the cab so I can get it sent over to my buddy for paint. I guess that's going to be a project. So the cab is pretty much stripped. I think I still need to pull this antenna to get that pulled off, and I still got the rubber. I got to get all this rubber off of here. The amp, seat belt, carpet, dash is going to stay in, and then yeah, well actually, yeah, I need to go ahead and pull these out too. I think go ahead and pull the inner fender liners out. Yeah, pulled off the cowl, and apparently I'm missing the cover here. So I may go back to the junkyard and see if the truck that I've been robbing parts off has one. I may go ahead and yoink that thing because I'm just getting build up and debris and stuff in there. So the windshield channel actually looks really good. This was an area that I was a little concerned with, as well as over there on that corner, just because when I first got this cab, I don't know, 13 years ago, it had a little bit of rust, but I wire wheeled it out, Bondoed it, and sealed it up with a lot of window goo, window caulk. Yeah, you can see it here, kind of pitted, but I don't care. It seems to be okay. It hasn't gotten any worse, so we will kind of recondition that, so to speak, with more window caulk or whatever this crap is, sealant. So, all right, well, like I said, a couple little things left. Doors are completely out and completely stripped. Got the frame. Gosh, this thing looks good. Got this frame cleaned up, scuffed up, and undercoated. And like I said, it looks really good. You know, it's not perfect, but it's pretty much a rust-free frame, right? So we just want to make sure it stays looking good. All right. Oh, and then yeah, I got to pull this out. I don't remember how I took it out last time, but it's got to come out. I think I just push it out. I can't remember, but it's been out before. I just got to remember how. All stripped down. Carpet's out. Got the amp taken off the back. Glass out. All the trims out. Like literally everything is out. So I'm sure there's probably something I'm overlooking. I don't know if I should take these out or not. I don't know. I may pop them out, and literally there cannot be anything else left. If I pop those out, like what else is there, right? Yeah. So yeah, pop them out, and then looks like I'm gonna drive this thing over to my neighbor's house and put it in his warehouse until we can get it painted. So yeah.